used to record actually. I'll wait until my roommate leaves the house, and I'll take his mattress, put it like next to my mattress, and just create a booth.
Nice.
And that shit sounded fire, honestly. Like I have no regrets, doing it. I think I have a picture in my phone too, but yeah, man. I started doing that, learning to help my people. Hey, this is your boy Hustle. I'm out here with LY Talks. We're about to chop it up.
All right, let's get right into it. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. Let's say you produce and you also engineer as well. How's that going for you?
It's good. Right now, I just moved to Miami, so trying to get in the scene. I'm meeting new people, new artists. I'm working on a studio. I'm audio engineer, and yeah, just trying to push the limit and get better, man.
When did you start producing and engineering?
Well, I started in 2016. One of my boys actually sent me. I saw his story. He used to, play around with Logic Pro. So I asked him. I was like, "Yo, what's the name of that program?" Then he put me on. He sent me like a little, he sent me a trial, and I got into it. I started learning. A couple years later, 2 years later, I started using my beats. Sending them to artists and all that. Just trying to get in the scene and show face so people know that I'm a producer. And since then, I linked up with one of my boys. Shout out to him. That's my brother, Teo G. We met at school at the university. He used to be a tennis player.
Nice.
I used to be a swimmer. And he was actually the first artist that I actually locked in with. And since 2016, we've been dropping, albums and mixtapes. We actually got a mixed album coming out soon. And
What's the name of it?
I'm not sure yet, but right now we're dropping singles until we gather everything together, we got videos, everything. And shout out to his manager too. He used to be a tennis player as well. So, yeah, man, I'm not from here either. I'm a foreigner, so, just trying to get my foot in the door. And
Let them know where you're from. Where you coming
I'm from North Africa. I'm from Morocco.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
What do you like doing better, producing or engineering?
That's a good question, man. That's it's two different fields, man. It's like I started with producing, and I got into audio engineer because we didn't have the funds to engineer back in the days with my boy, so we used to record actually. I'll wait until my roommate leaves the house, and I'll take his mattress, put it next to my mattress, and just create a booth.
Nice.
And that shit sounded fire, honestly. I have no regrets, doing it. I think I have a picture in my phone too, but yeah, man. I started doing that, learning to help my people, like Teo G, Benzo too. That's not one of my boys. Yeah, man. We started recording in a room. Then after that, I started interning in the studio. Then that's how I learned the actual equipment, how to use the equipment. And I got a little template to make my sound better, and it's an ongoing process too. So every day I'm learning little by little, and trying to be the best I could be. It's very competitive out here in Miami.
No, it's super competitive.
I'm out here too. I'm just, I'm stepping a foot.
I mean, as long as you just keep your head down and work, you don't have to worry about the outside competition at the end of the day. You just compete with yourself, to get better.
Yes, sir.
How would you say the music scene is in Morocco compared to down here?
Oh, it's different. There is some artists. One good artist in Morocco is Toto. Toto. He's Moroccan, but hey, he's dope. He's getting what he deserves. He's hard. He's actually hard. He raps in Arabic, Moroccan, dialect, French, and Spanish at the same time, even English, everything at the same time. But he's hard. It's there's him. There's a lot of other artists in Morocco, but I'm working actually with some artists from Morocco right now, and the scene is just the U.S. is the top of the world. I'm from Morocco, but everybody copies the U.S. style. French. I listen to French rap. Everybody copies the U.S. style.
That's crazy.
Everybody. The drill scene, everything, man. So, but yeah, man, it's two different scenes, but obviously the U.S. is the example.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go ahead and tell yourself something 2 years ago to, let's say, change or do so you can get ahead, what will you go ahead and tell yourself?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
I'll tell myself there's a pandemic going on, man. Gotta stack up some money. And I'll tell myself, like, just keep going, man. Like, the music is like this. If you try and make it, it's not easy to make it as a producer or audio engineer. So just keep faith in God. I believe in God. So just keep believing in God and do your thing. Do the best. Like you said, just be the best version you could be.
Yeah.
Not give up your dream for whatever job. Don't listen to like your because I'm guilty of it too. Like some members of my family be telling me, yo, like, focus on getting 9 to 5, do this, do that. But my heart belongs to music.
And that's tough too. That's tough when you're trying to actually do something and the people that is like closer to you is like trying to stir you to another direction,
Yeah. So I'm just trying to listen to myself, do the best choice in the moment, and no disrespect to my family.
Exactly.
But
doing what's best for you at the end of the day.
Man,
what makes you happy, because that's gonna make you happy,
Yes, sir.
And then 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, those are some good questions. I ain't gonna lie to you for though. But 5 years from now, I'll say owning my own studio for sure. That's a big goal of mine.
Oh.
Having a couple of plaques under my belt. That's a big goal of mine too.
Get some placements in.
Placements, all of that, and just representing my country. Most likely, it's like when people see me, they be like, "Oh, that boy's Moroccan." I'm not. I try to represent my country too. So
that's good.
I'm out here.
You have to represent. Mm-hmm. You have to.
Yeah, man. Maybe have some kids, 1 or 2.
Okay.
Pay some child support. I'm joking.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
What do you do outside the music?
Outside of music, like I said, I used to work for a company a while ago. I go to school for data analytics, and what do I do some social media work for a company back home. Get some extra income.
No, of course.
And I used to do jiu-jitsu, but I tore my rib cage. Yeah.
You tore it, or
it's like cracked. It snapped, so I had to stop for a bit. I used to do that, and I go to the gym mostly, for my mental sanity.
You were on a mount when you broke your rib?
On a what?
Somebody was mounting you?
No, actually, I was trying to go for a triangle, and then the guy, I don't know how, I rotated the opposite way, something like shit just snapped. I stayed on the floor there.
Yeah. I know that shit took the air out of you.
I was so mad, bro.
Jiu-jitsu is tough.
It is.
This is no joke.
You did jiu-jitsu?
I used to with my cousin. He used to train me. He used to go to the actual class and he'll come home and train me.
Just beat you.
Yeah.
Yo,
come learn some shit.
Yeah, bro. That's what it is.
That's just not
wrestling shit. Mm-hmm.
So you being a producer, engineer, when you have a client, how do you approach the music side of things?
As in like
when the client comes in, do you lean more towards a producer side or you lean more towards the engineering side when you have your input on what the client's actually trying to record?
That's a really good question too. So let's say
because it's a difference between two. Because like being a producer is like more on the creative side, being an audio engineer is more on the technical side of things.
Yeah.
So like,
well, honestly, I mean, if most of the time, like if it's an artist that I just met, they'll come already with their own beats. They know their own sound, so they'll bring their beats. We put them on Pro Tools, and then get it going. But if I get to know more like what I do, because like you said, there's a producer side to me as well. Like I'll try to build a relationship with the artist, and everyone that knows me know that I'm a very genuine person. So when it comes to music, if I like your music, I'll tell you. If I don't, I honestly don't even like to say I don't like music, because you gotta start somewhere. But
exactly.
if I build the connection with the artist, then I'll start. How do you say it? Like, tell them, hey, I'm gonna cook up some beats for you. I get your sound now. After working with them for like 2 weeks to a month, I'll be like, okay, I get your sound now. Let me cook up some beats for you. Stop going on YouTube. Stop getting beats from YouTube. You know, get some stuff exclusively for you. You know?
Okay.
Let's because like let's say there's a beat that has 1 million views. You know how many people use that beat?
Exactly.
A lot of people. So it's
you
like
cater more to them. You know.
Exactly. So it's like
and they get to know you on a personal level on top of that as well.
And then they get to be like, hey, also, I want this melody. Hey, I heard this sample. Could you make me this? I'll be like, yeah, of course, you know. But that's all would be tailored for the artist, you know.
Exactly.
Then we get to the engineer, but.
If you were to tell yourself something in the future right now, what will you tell yourself right now? If you're talking to yourself right now, what will you tell yourself?
Ah, man, I'm ready to grind, man. I don't know what you are, what you look like, where you live, how many plaques you got, bro, but I'm out here grinding, man. I'm not stopping, that's for sure, bro. 27 years old. Just me being in this country is already a blessing, so the rest, leave it to God and, you know, just grind.
You got any shout outs that you want to go ahead and do?
Yeah, of course. Well, shout out to you guys first. Lucrative Youth, thank you for having me here. Thank you for opening the doors for me.
Always welcome.
It's an opportunity, you know. I'm always grateful for my people, you know. Shout out to my mentor in West Palm, FDMG Studios, Kush, Breezy, Bachi, my boy Bachi, and shout out to my boy Teo G, it's my brother right there. Anthony, his manager, Benzo, and everyone that I know, you know, everybody's shout out. Those are just like, you know, the highlights, you know. I love everyone, you know, besides the fake people, but you know what I mean? It's all love at the end of the day.
It's all love, you know? It's all good.
Yeah, man. Alright guys, this was Hustle on the track, whatever you want to call me. I'm here with LY Talks.
The Lucrative Youth.
Stay tuned.